Good morning, everyone. How's everybody doing? This message is on behalf of my beautiful Father in heaven, Jehovah God, substituting for Jesus as my own set of human experiences dealing with these imperfect human beings, learning from them, understanding the way and the things that they do. So I wanted to talk about a few things, um, kind of relating to the last message, the last video. So what I wanted to talk about is I wanted to say, when I mentioned that now now I have God's spirit, so I don't suffer the way that I did before. It's not to say that I didn't have it before. I have had God's spirit from the beginning. It so happens that through our imperfect nature, there's things that eventually, as wisdom increases, we are able to understand a lot better that we did not before, as wisdom and experience increases. Of course, I have known since I was a little child that there's good qualities that I have, that I can influence people and that I can help them, and I see the difference in their lives. But those are things that are very different from spiritual gifts from the Spirit, and those are things that some of us are able to understand and use as we go through life, and as we get older. But of course, fruits of the Spirit that are not just the regular fruits of the Spirit. Those are different gifts, but that of course I'm not going to convey to you in any kind of physical message, because those are things that human beings really will not be able to understand. But I just wanted to put that in perspective, and I wanted to give also a very important message and talk about a few other things. Like, for example, when I was betrayed and I was hurt so much in December 2004, I suffered so much that like I have never suffered in my life, and it was a kind of pain that all that I could do was think about Jesus Christ and the pain that he felt on the torture stake, and that was the kind of pain that I was going through. Even though physically my body was not hurt, well, in a way it was because of the physical pain of like the heartaches and the headaches, but that I never had before. But the emotional and the psychological pain was so much worse, that I mean, it's one of those things that renders somebody unable to do anything because of so much pain. And that's the kind of pain that I felt, and that's what I was relating to Jesus Christ's pain, because of the lack of mercy that people had, the betrayal of his friends, the inability that people have to put aside, superficial interpretations of God's word, and actually give importance and preference to the things that God and Jesus Christ have always been trying to convey to human beings, about mercy, compassion, and forgiveness. But those are things that apparently, I don't know how other way. I mean, I'm an imperfect human being. And I really, if I was to be any less prepared as an imperfect human being, then I will be able to understand it even less. But those are I don't know how human beings, many of them being so intelligent, and they still don't grasp the concept. It's really something that cannot be understood that easily. But I just wanted to put that in perspective, that from a human perspective, I cannot understand why God, the God of the universe, would allow somebody powerful, for example, like one of his sons, like Satan, to challenge him, for example, to say, you know, when if your organization doesn't do this right, you know, even for example, and hurts this or that one person, even though they should know better, then I'm going to go ahead and cause the world this much pain. So you know, so that's the kind of responsibility that those people, those leaders have been given from God, and they have not been exercising it right. So then there goes Satan and does horrible things to the world as a result of the bad actions of the leaders of an organization that have so much power to do the right thing. And those things are real, and those things are things that happen. But you know, us in an imperfect human condition, there's a lot of things that we cannot understand for those beings that are more powerful than we are, and they do have the power to give, and God especially, given life and take it away, and to make and to create. But those are the things that we cannot understand from this perspective, especially not people of that do not have faith. And the people that do have faith, they still do need to learn a lot more. I just wanted to put those things in perspective. I cannot make the video too long, because otherwise I will not be able to download it in YouTube for you to benefit from it as an education process. But yes, here I am, and you know, fulfilling other things that that I needed to say, that are important messages from heaven that Jesus Christ didn't have the opportunity, or the times were not as fitting to convey during those days, but they are fitting today, and this being the last days is important for you to learn. I hope everybody for the best. Perhaps we can use all the beautiful architecture and a lot of other things without having so much pain at the end. But here we are. I hope everybody is fine, and I hope everybody learns. I love you, everybody.